Can I get some confirmation, guys? Yeah, Akash, thank you. Right. Okay, so welcome friends. Welcome to this demo. As you know, this is a demo on Linux server administration, networking, that is your CCNA, and cloud computing. In cloud computing, we'll go with Amazon Web Services. All right. Now the question here is why there are three courses in one package. Red Hat Server Administration is about servers, especially the Red Hat servers. CCNA is about networking, like, IP addressing, OS reference model, protocols, security, and all these things. And coming to AWS, it's a cloud technology. So why we are learning these three things? Is it needed to learn three things, or can I just go with AWS, or can I just go with the server administration, or just I can go with the CCNA part? This is the actual main question that I need to address today. Why we need to learn server administration, network administration, and cloud computing. Why these three things are needed, or why these three things are mandatory. All right. Now, before I go into the server part, the networking part, and the cloud administration part, let me just make few things very clear here. See, this is our live session, right? So I don't want to make this session like a recorded session. Okay, so what I mean here is please try to be very interactive here, friends. Whenever you have any doubt, any questions regarding servers or networks or whatever we are learning here, feel free to send your question in chat box. Okay, I'm just sending something in chat box. I have just said India there. Hopefully everyone can see my message there. So when you have any question, send your question in chat box so that I can see your question and I can address your question at the earliest. Okay, please do not take any questions with you. If you're taking questions with you, then there is no need of, conducting all these demos and everything. The demos are majorly here to clear every doubt what you have. All right, so please keep these sessions very interactive. And if you want to talk to me directly at the end of the session, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. But at least in the middle of the session, use the chat box and let us keep our sessions very interactive and let us try to learn something which is in very much in demand actually across the globe. Right now, if you go and search servers, network, and cloud, these are some of the things that are very much in demand. All right, done. Let's say. Now, this is our first demo session, friends. We'll take hopefully a few more basic sessions before we kickstart our actual syllabus. But before we go into the syllabus, you should know what you're learning, where you're moving in your career, okay, what opportunities you will get in your career. You just need to make sure you know everything about yourself. You need to know everything about your path. See, when you try to go somewhere, let's say, suppose I'm in Hyderabad, let's say some from Hyderabad, I'm trying to go to, let's say, Delhi. So I know my reason why I'm going to Delhi, how I'm going to Delhi. I know everything, right? So you're planning to make a career in a technology. So you should know every basic of this technology and you should know till what level you can go in this technology, how much you can earn, what certifications you need to do, okay, what job opportunities you have, where you have job opportunities, each and everything you need to know about this particular technology before you even enter into this technology. All right, done. So this is your Linux and CCNA and AWS. By the way, I'll be taking all these three classes: Linux Server Administration, CCNA, that is Network Administration, and Amazon Web Services. Okay, okay, let me put myself some details here. I'm Shakeen Aman here, friends. I have overall 14 plus years of experience in this IT industry, nearly 15 years actually. Okay, I have experience on Windows servers, Linux server, networking, cloud computing, okay, virtualization. I have worked on different domains actually. Okay, so hopefully my experience will be very much helpful for me to present the subject in a simple and easy way, and hopefully it will be easy for you to grab the subject, understand the subject. Okay, so let us make these sessions very interesting. And again, I'm repeating, in case if you have any doubt, chat box is always open. Not only in today's demo session or tomorrow's demo session, till the end of our course, chat box will remain open. So when you have doubt, just send your doubt in the chat box. Okay, so this is me. I have this many years of experience. Okay. All right. Now, see, I'm assuming like few of you already know something about Linux, maybe something about networking, or maybe something about cloud computing. Okay, maybe some of you are already working somewhere, maybe as a Java developer, or maybe somewhere as a server administrator, or maybe you're a basic cloud administrator as of now. So what I'll try to do here is I'll just, make sure I'll start the session from very basic and I'll just go up to the advanced level. So maybe there are a few things which I'll say, which you feel like, okay, I know this already, but maybe some other friend, maybe he's very fresh, maybe she is very fresh. All right. So I'll just try to make this session from very basic up to the advanced level. Okay. Now, if anyone is interested in cloud computing, DevOps, cybersecurity, see, these are three very demanding technologies across the globe. These are the three very demanding job responsibilities you see across the globe in every company. So if you're really interested in cloud computing, DevOps, and cybersecurity, let me take a moment and tell you one thing, my friend. Without Linux server administration knowledge and without the networking knowledge, you simply cannot learn cloud computing, DevOps, and cybersecurity. Today, if you go and see, let's say you took 100 cloud administrators or DevOps administrators or cybersecurity administrators. If you go and see these 100 people across the globe, there is one thing which is common in all these 100 people. They know the server very well and they know the networking concept very well. I can challenge you, my friend. You will not see even a single person out of these 100 people who is weak in server or who is weak in networking and he is still working in cloud computing or she is still working in DevOps or they are still working in, let's say, cybersecurity. This is literally not possible, my friend. Okay. Remember the first question, what we said? We said, why these three courses? Now, let me tell you, my friend, these three courses are mandatory. One is server administration, one is networking. This can take you to different paths. You can see yourself working on Linux server administration for rest of your life. After completing CCNA, if you're more interested in networking, you can simply go with CCNP, CCI for rest of your life. You can be as a network administrator, or in case if you're aiming for cloud, DevOps, or cybersecurity, without learning servers and without learning networking, you simply should not go for cloud. Okay. Now let me tell you what we are going to learn in Linux and what we are going to learn in CCNA and how it will be useful in our cloud computing and in future, let's say DevOps and cybersecurity and all those things. Okay. Linux. See, we know, like, in generally, we know this very well, like Linux is your operating system. That's a very, simple way we can define Linux. Or in technical way, we can say Linux is a kernel. What is kernel? What is OS? All these things we'll see in coming classes. But as of now, approximately 90% of servers over the internet, they are running on Linux operating system. This is such a big statement I'm making here, friends. I repeat again, approximately 90% of servers across the globe are running on Linux server operating system. This one statement can make you like, more interested in learning Linux. This one statement should be the first and the last statement to know how important is Linux actually. Literally every technology, like if I talk about AI, artificial intelligence, everywhere we see AI, right? At least for last 2, 3, 4 years. AI, whatever tools are there on AI, they need a operating system that will be Linux. They need a platform to run that will be networking, that is CCNA, and they need a data center to run, and that is your AWS. So when people say like AI is taking everything, listen carefully, my friend. AI is working because there are some Linux administrators, there are some network administrators, and there are some cloud administrators like you and me who are working 24/7 across the globe and making all the other technologies run smoothly, whether it is AI, machine learning, data science, DevOps, cybersecurity, whatever things whatever new technologies my friend, literally everything they need a platform to run. And what is the most basic platform? A server is the most basic platform. And which one is the most famous server? Linux is the most famous server across the globe. I said 90%. What should I say now, right? 90%, approximately 90% of servers are running on Linux operating system. Done. Now, let me tell you what major things you need to learn. Again, maybe you're a cloud admin or a DevOps admin or a cybersecurity, you're into cybersecurity or into anything else. What you're going to learn in Linux. Let me just highlight few major things here, like basic commands. Whenever people talk about Linux operating system, they say one thing for sure. That is, Linux is all about operating system. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just power on a Linux server here so that I can show you practically how things will work. Okay, so this server will take few minutes. So meanwhile, let's go back. So you should know basic commands. Hmm? You should know file and directory. You should know what is the file, what is the directory, and you should know how to, in a way, I can say, play with files and directories. Okay. Then you should know a concept called permissions. Without permissions, like how to set a permission on a file, how to set a permission on a directory, who can access what, who should not access what. Okay, permissions, ownerships, or I can say ACL, access control list. It's a more technical way of explaining what is a permission. Hmm? Then we have something called disk management. All right. And then we have some networking things in server. Okay. We have some scripting. Okay, there is something called cron job and scripting and all those things. Then we have package management. We have monitoring, monitoring logs and monitoring each and everything what is happening inside the server. Okay, then we have some security concepts in the server. So if someone is working as a cloud admin, DevOps admin, cybersecurity, or a Linux server administrator, these people are working on these things. File and directory permissions, okay, access control list, disk management, networking, scripting, package management, monitoring, security, and many more things. So now in this particular demo session, if I say, as a Linux administrator, you should know all these things, and this is what we are learning in next 1 month to 35 days. This is actually the base of our Linux administration. This is what you need to know. See, in Windows servers, it's more easy to create a file. Okay, let me just connect to the server. Okay, it is still coming. Anyhow, so okay, so in Windows Server operating system, everything is graphical actually, right? Each and everything is graphical. But in Linux Server operating system, everything is command based. Now, this is actually one of the reasons why people are afraid of using Linux servers, or people are afraid of learning how to use Linux server. But friends, what I did here, I made things more easier for you. For example, let's say I go to user administration. This is one of the very important topics. You know what I did here? I have just created a document here where I have added all the theoretical parts, whatever theory you need to know, and then practicals. How to create a user, how to manage a user, how to do this, how to do that. Each and everything I have added in this particular file. And I'll be sharing this file with you directly. Whether it is Linux Server Administration file or the CCNA file, I'll be sharing all these documents with you through my Google Drive. Okay. Now, not only this, I have done one more very interesting and very important thing for you, my friend. That is, I have collected very important interview questions, questions related to Linux Server Administration and questions related to the networking. Hopefully, in next 3 to 4 days, I'll be completing all the questions of Linux and all the questions of networking. And then my next target is actually making some notes on cloud computing, making some adding some, interview questions on cloud computing. So see here, I have just done literally everything what you need as a fresher, or what you need to get a job, or what you need to face an interview. Okay, these questions are like, explanation actually. So if you're facing interview tomorrow, there are around 170, 180 questions in Linux server administration. Just take a couple of hours, go through all these questions, and then go to the interview. That's it. It will be super easy for you to face the interview. So practically, theoretically, practically, I have created documents for you, especially for Linux and CCNA. And interview point of view, I have collected many questions. These questions will remain same globally. Maybe someone is joining the session right now from Bangalore, or maybe Hyderabad, maybe Delhi, or maybe somewhere in UK, Australia, USA, anywhere, my friend, Dubai, anywhere. These interview questions will remain same. So I have just collected all the questions. I have just designed this, each and everything. I have, created all the documents that are needed for you to understand and to learn this server administration very well. And I'll be sharing all these things hopefully in coming classes. All right. Now let's go and see this server. I hope it is up now. Root is the most powerful user in Linux servers. And there is a password. So I've just entered a password. That's it, my friend. This is what it is. When you see this screen, that means right now some lakhs and lakhs of administrators across the globe are connected to this particular screen. This particular window is already open in some lakhs and lakhs of administrators across the globe, and they're working on the Linux server. Maybe someone is managing disk. Maybe someone is managing packages. Maybe someone is managing files and directories. Someone is, managing the networking part. Someone is monitoring everything. But every person across the globe who is working as a server administrator, he or she is working somewhere here. Let me show you a few basic commands, how it works. If I say date here, you can see some date there. If I say ls here, you can see some output there. If I say fdisk -l, you will see some output there. Now, what we need to know here is what exactly this fdisk command is and what output it is showing us. What exactly this ls command is and what output it is showing us. These are some of the basic things we need to know. Linux server administration is all about commands, my friend, and each and every command has certain output. So we should know how to check that particular output and what we need to see in that particular output. So in case while practicing, if you are facing some difficulty, like I said to my friend, I have already created a document where all the commands, what we are learning, what we are discussing in class, most of the commands will be already available there. So it will be super easy for you to go and do all the practical. This is about your Linux server administration. Okay, this is some very basic. Okay, now let me just, go into the second part of our package, that is CCNA, the networking package. My friend, CCNA is actually one of the very oldest course available in IT across the globe. Way back in 1990s, maybe few of you maybe not born actually, 1990s, this Cisco company started offering CCNA courses from that particular time. CCNA was very famous in 1990s. It was famous in 2000, 2010. Now we are in 2026. Still, CCNA is one of the most famous course and most famous, certification we have across the globe. Now, why CCNA is so important, my friend? Why we need to learn this CCNA? Let me make you things very easy here. Now, if I say CCNA is all about IP addressing and subnetting, OSI reference model, protocols, security, router, switch, etc. I'm just, making things very easy here. CCNA is about IP addressing. Now, when I say IP addressing, I'm talking about at least 5 to 6 classes. Today, if you see a cloud administrator who is gaining more salary, who is getting more salary, one of the reason is that person is very good in IP addressing. Today, if you see a person who is getting good salary in DevOps or let's say in cyber security, that person is very good in IP addressing, OS reference model, protocol, security, router, and few other things. You simply cannot ignore these things, my friend. By the way, whatever I have written here, IP addressing, OSI, protocols, all these things will take around 35 days, 30 to 35 days. And like I said to my friend, what I did for this CCNA, for this CCNA also I have nearly completed the documents. Let me show you a few things here. This is what it is, my friends. See, some diagram and some configuration, and then troubleshooting. I'll be sharing all these documents with you. And hopefully, before you start your what you say, Amazon Web Services, you will get Amazon Web Services documents also. So this is about your CCNA. Where is IP addressing? Yeah, IP addressing will be something like this. All right, so I'll be sharing all these documents with you. So coming back to the CCNA, the networking part, IP addressing, voice reference model, protocol, security, each and everything we need to learn, we need to understand. Okay. In case if you're applying for a cloud computing job, in case if you're, uh, planning for the cloud computing career, before you face interviews, or before you face a round where they are asking questions on cloud, they will first ask you questions about Linux server. They will first ask you questions from all these topics. If you're good in all these things, then they will take you to the cloud computing interview round. I repeat again, in case if someone is planning to go with cloud computing, DevOps, or cybersecurity, before you start facing interview and before you start facing questions in from cloud or DevOps or cybersecurity, we need to cross Linux server administration questions and the networking questions. Then you are going to face the cloud and all the other questions. If you're not good in Linux server and the networking part, trust me, my friend, you will not go to the cloud computing round. They will not ask you anything about cloud computing. They first need to make sure, like, all the server things or whatever things are needed for the server administration and the network administration. Then they can take you to the cloud computing. Today, if you go and see 100 administrators across the globe, if you have a session with them, if you talk to them, they will say one thing: learn the Linux very well and learn the networking very well. I have seen many cases, my friend. People come to me and they say, like, okay, they got, they have already completed DevOps, or they have already completed cloud computing. But they come to me and they say, like, can we learn Linux now? Can we learn CCNA now? My question is, if you already completed AWS, or let's say DevOps or cybersecurity, why you are learning Linux now? They say, like, okay, someone has said, like, just go and learn AWS or go and learn DevOps. It will be easy for them. They paid the money, they completed the course, but maybe they understood only 20%, or maybe they understood only 30%. So I always say this: if you know Linux and CCNA, then go to AWS, DevOps and cybersecurity. There is nothing in cloud computing, nothing in DevOps or cybersecurity that you cannot learn or that you cannot understand. Okay. Now, if I can just write down something here, let's say in cloud computing, around 25% is about your server. In cloud computing, around 25% is your network. See, once you complete your Linux and CCNA, nearly 50 to 55% of your cloud computing is done, my friend. This is the actual path you need to follow. Should not start AWS first. You should not start DevOps first. You should start your Linux server administration, networking. Then you should go with the cloud and the DevOps and everything. Got it? Let me just write it down. The third course, what we have here is AWS, Amazon Web Services. This is our cloud computing. If I can just write down some basic or very important services like, EC2, VPC. Without understanding VPC and EC2, or without knowing like all the details of EC2 and VPC, you simply cannot go further in cloud. EC2 is all about servers. VPC is all about network. In CCNA, we are learning IP addressing. Once you go to VPC, we'll use IP addressing. In Linux, we are learning the server operating system, Linux server operating system. Once you go to EC2, you will be learning, or you will be using the Linux server operating system. I hope everything is clear here, friends. Whatever I'm, trying to present in front of you, I hope you're able to follow me. Okay. I repeat, Linux server is your EC2. VPC is your CCNA. And if I can challenge you here, you cannot show me more important services in cloud than EC2 and VPC. After EC2 and VPC only, all the other services will come. All right. So today, if I start EC2, I know 90% people cannot understand EC2. But if I start EC2 and VPC after Linux and CCNA, it will be like, just watching a movie and just watching a cricket match or a football match. So when you watch a cricket match or a football match or a movie in a movie theater, you're more relaxed, right? You're enjoying it. So if you want to enjoy your cloud computing, if you want to go further in cloud computing, like, from basic level to associate level till the architect level, please take Linux server and the CCNA part very seriously. All right. So I'll be handling all these three classes here, friends. Linux server administration, networking, that is CCNA, and the Amazon Web Services. Now, this 8 p.m. session, 8 p.m. session is for Linux server. Like today is the first demo. Hopefully, we'll take few more demos so that you can get more understanding, more knowledge, and all this, all the other things. Okay. The next week, most probably within 1 week or 10 days, I'll start CCNA. Maybe let's say 9 p.m. I'll be starting CCNA. Okay. So let's say CCNA will be at 9 p.m. So after 10 days, I'll be starting CCNA. So for next 30 to 35 days, or let's say 40 days, you can come 8 p.m. Linux server administration and 9 p.m. CCNA. So after 35 days, we'll complete this Linux server administration. So our 8 p.m. slot will be free. So what we can do at this 8 p.m. slot, we can simply start our Amazon Web Services. Job done. So maximum in next 75 days, or let's say approximately 75 to 80 days, you will be ready to face interviews on Linux server administration, network administration, as well as Amazon Web Services. See, there is a company, let's say company is ABC. In that ABC company, there are, let's say, 7 job requirements on 7 different roles. If you know only Linux administration, maybe you can apply on one role. If you know only CCNA, you can apply on one role. You know only AWS, you can apply only on one role. But if you know Linux and CCNA and AWS, out of 7 roles, you can at least apply on 5 different roles. You're simply increasing your job opportunities here, my friend. If you can spend next 75 to 80 days with me, I'll make sure you're ready to face interviews on Linux servers, networking, and Amazon Web Services across the globe in any company. As a fresher, or at least, let's say, 2 to 3 years of experience, we can easily add. That much understanding you will get, that much knowledge you will get. All right. So CCNA is second, but first of all, we are going to go with Linux server administration between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day, 8 to 9 p.m. Okay. Each and every session will be recorded here, friends. And all the recordings will be shared with you. This session is also recorded actually. The recording is on. So once we finish our sessions, all the recordings will be shared with you. All right. So Linux administration, let's say maximum 35 days. CCNA, that is your network administration. At some time, I'm not writing any time here. It can be 7 p.m. or it can be 9 p.m., something like this. So it is also for like 35 days. So you can come parallelly. After a few days, you can come parallelly. Then AWS will be again, it can be in morning or it can be in evening. So AWS will take around 40 days. So if you count separately, it will go up to like 100 days. But every day you can go with like 2 sessions. So you can simply decrease the number of days. And in case you're available at 8 p.m. now, maybe after a month, you're not available in evening, you're available in morning. So morning, I'll be starting some CCNA at some other time between 6 a.m. and let's say like 10 a.m. in morning. I'll be taking 3 to 4 sessions in morning. I'll be taking 3 to 4 sessions in evening. So at any time, you can come and join this particular course. Now, this is a package. And right now, this is the fee for this particular package. I'm not sure for how many batches we can go with this particular fee, but this is the fee for this particular package. So you'll be getting the Linux administration, the network administration, the cloud computing, Linux and networking. I have already showed you the interview questions and the practical lab manual. Everything is ready. So I'll be sharing all these things with you. And coming to AWS, hopefully after a week or 10 days, I'll be creating all the AWS documents and all those things. So I'll be sharing all these documents with you as well. So this is about your package, my friend. So before I take questions from you, let me just, clear one thing. Linux server, networking, and cloud. This is a package, three different courses, but the three different courses will work parallelly. If someone is working in company as a Linux server administrator, that person is definitely having the knowledge of networking and cloud. If someone is working as a cloud administrator, that person is definitely having knowledge of the Linux server administration and the network administration. All right. So this is the best possible way for you to start your career, my friend. Don't worry about AI and all the other things. Let me make one thing very clear here, friends. AI, one of the, you know, profession or one of the field where AI cannot do much is actually this particular course, this particular field. Okay. In future, you will be learning some AI tools that are related to servers, AI tools that are related to cloud. Okay. AI can help us in, you know, working smoothly or more efficiently. That it can do. But, it will not remove the Linux administrator jobs or the networking jobs or the cloud computing jobs. That is for sure. AI will simply increase more job opportunities for you because when a AI is working somewhere, artificial intelligence is working somewhere, they need a server, they need a network, and they need a data center. Server is Linux server, network is your CCNA, and data center is your cloud data center, that is your Amazon Web Services. Okay, I have a question here from our friend. Uh, See, Dhananjay, it's up to you, my friend. If you're willing to learn, there is nothing in Linux and CSN and AWS that you cannot learn. That is one thing. You can learn everything perfectly. Second thing is how you are approaching for jobs, where you are approaching for jobs. That makes, all the difference actually. Age is not a matter for any IT guy. You know, skills. I remember 10 days before I was in school with my kids actually. There was a school annual day function. So there was a chief guest. And that chief guest has given some speech for around 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, actually, for nearly 15 minutes, he said only one thing, and that is skills. He said, try to make your kids gain some skills. So what are the skills? Linux server administration is a skill, networking is a skill, cloud computing is a skill. So there is no age barrier here, my friend. All right. There is absolutely no age barrier. You can simply learn everything and you can apply for jobs across the globe anywhere. You just need to have some bachelor's degree. That's more than enough. Yogesh, DevOps will start soon, but right now, before you go to DevOps, these are the things you should learn. So this is about your server administration, networking, and cloud. So DevOps will start after like a couple of months or so. If you complete this package, Dhananjay, maybe you'll get around 3 years of experience. Whatever I'm going to, discuss here, you'll be definitely getting around 3 years of experience. That much experience is more than enough to get a job. Okay, see, there are many places across the globe where they see the talent, they see the skills, not the age or not your, certifications and all those things. So this particular field in IT especially and especially the administration, Linux is administration, network administration, cloud administration. You need to have your skills. All right. Okay, there is a question here. I have 2 years of experience in the non-IT domain and I have career gap of 3 years. Can I choose it? Listen, my friend, this particular field is super for any person who is maybe in IT or non-IT. If you just want to make your career bright in a way, if you want to for next 2 3 years or after 2 3 years, if you want to see yourself working in a very big company or getting good salaries and all those things, today is the day you have to take your decision, my friend. This particular career is open for everyone. I have seen people who has done LLB. You know what is LLB? They studied about law, but after a few years into the law, they are not interested in it, so they came and they learned some courses with me and they're working somewhere. Civil engineers, mechanical engineers. So there is no background needed here. You just need to have some bachelor's degree. That's more than enough. You will definitely get a job. The only thing is you should learn the skills. Okay. So if you have some gaps of like gap of let's say 2 to 3 years, like I said you before, after completing this course, you can apply in a company with 2 to 3 years of experience. That much knowledge you will get for sure. Okay. Job assistance, Dhananjay, you should talk to the management. Hopefully, they will provide you some job assistance. But no one can, bring a job to you, my friend. Maybe they can forward your resume to some companies. That is what they can do. But still, if you are skillful, no one can stop you from getting a job or getting a great career here. When we start, today is the first session, my friend. Today we have discussed some basic things. So every day the session will be at 8 p.m. So today is the first session. Tomorrow will be the second session. Friday will be the third session. So we have just started today. All right. So yeah, thanks for your questions. I'm still here for you, friends. I'll just want to say something in a very friendly way. Whenever you learn, wherever you learn, it's up to you. We started the session today. Hopefully, you can come tomorrow as well and you can see more about the servers and all the other things. But if you are really, really interested in making a career in IT and especially in cloud or DevOps or cyber security and all these things, listen carefully, my friend. Please do not go and pay 30,000, 50,000, 80,000 rupees somewhere and sit in a cyber security session or sit in a DevOps session or sit in a cloud computing session. In cricketing terminology, we say bouncer. You know what is a bouncer? Bouncer is something the ball is going above the head. A batsman cannot play the ball, right? So that is a bouncer. So if you go and just pay money and sit in a DevOps session or a cyber security session or a cloud session without having knowledge of servers and networks and all the other things, every session will be a bouncer to you, my friend. I repeat, every session will be a bouncer. Okay, there is a very good question. Certification required in Linux and CCNA? No. If you are interested in networking, go for CCNA certification. If you are interested in server administration, go for Linux certification. Or if you're interested in AWS, then go for AWS certification. Just go with any one of the certification. That's it. Okay, there is a question here. I have 5 years of education gap. Can I get a job and all those things? See, like I said to my friend, after completing this particular course, you can at least put, or let's say maximum put 3 years of experience. You should not put more than 3 years of experience actually. Because if you're putting more than 3 years of experience, you are simply putting more pressure on yourself. Company will demand something from you. Company will expect something from you. So you should not put that much experience. All right. So whatever gap you have, you can just fill that gap. You can select, okay, I know Linux, I know CCNA, I know AWS. The only thing you should do here is follow every session. Learning this Linux and AWS and all these things is like a chain. It's like a chain. If you miss one thing, you'll miss the second session for sure. If you're coming in, let's say 7 sessions continuously, if you miss the eighth session, ninth session will be a bit difficult for you. So this is the reason we are recording each and every session and we'll be sharing all the recordings with you. So in case if you miss, you can just go and see the class. And in case if you want to repeat something, you can again, recording is available for you. And by the way, I'll be sharing my mail ID as well as the WhatsApp number. So there will not be any difficulty for you for sure. You can just get in touch with me. If you have any question, any doubt, I'll be sharing. I'll be clearing all your doubts. Okay. Okay. I'm getting more questions. Great. Let me just go with some more things. Okay. There is a question here like, I'm an automation engineer. Do I need to learn CCNA? Prashant, my friend, if you are an automation engineer, what is your future plan? That is a question actually. If your future plan is to go into like, DevOps or something like cyber security and all these things, then you have to definitely go with networking part. There is no, you know, escaping about networking here. All right. You have to go with it. Okay. Virat says how we can show experience to the company. You can show experience to the company by showing like some projects or by showing you like, the subject very well and all the other things. But how to show the experience for in a company? The easy answer I can say is you can, contact any consultancy. The consultancy will definitely help you in showing some experience. But again, maybe I can show you 15 years of experience. But what about the skills? What about the knowledge? So first get the skills, first get the knowledge, theoretically, practically, troubleshoot everything. Then it will be easy for you to show the skills. So some consultancy can definitely help you in getting a job for you. Okay, there is a question. Okay. You need Linux and AWS, Prashant, but like I said, you can you see this particular service, VPC, Virtual Private Cloud? This is all about networking, my friend. So my friendly suggestion is you're not learning anything or you're not trying to make a career for, let's say, for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year, I'll just do something else. I want to do job only for 1 year. No, right? You're making a career for next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, most probably. So if you want to be very good in next 15, 20 years, please do not skip Linux and CCNA before you go with AWS. Some people can select, okay, maybe I don't go with Linux. No. Some can select, okay, I don't want to go with CCNA. No, no. I have just said this again and again. I have repeated these things again and again. What you're learning in CCNA will again come in AWS. What you're learning in Linux, again, it will come in AWS. Okay, so you should not go to AWS sessions without completing your server administration sessions and the network administration sessions. Okay, fee for Linux only. If you're interested only in the Linux administration for some reason, it will be 5,000 actually. And if you're coming for complete package, it will be 7,999. This makes more sense actually, right? You'll be getting, let me just write down everything. Recordings of e-sessions, lab steps, okay, interview questions and answers, and few other things like I'll be sharing my mail ID as well as a mobile phone number so that it will be easy for you to come. Okay, if someone is okay, you're working in a backup domain, fine. So if you need only Linux, then you can come only for Linux administration, Akash. But if someone is interested in cloud, then this is the package. See, only for Linux, this is the fee. And for the complete package, this is the fee. All right, so yeah, I'm still here for you, friends. We still have some time. Akash, Amar, Sri Reddy, Bindu, Lakshmiya, Paritosh, Prashant, Sachin, Santosh, Shailaja, Soumya, Virat, Yogesh, Durga. Very thankful for coming here, friends, and very thankful. Thank you for being here till the end. Okay, let's have some very friendly discussion. Like I said, if you have already decided to go with this particular package, this particular career actually, my friend, you have selected a very great career for yourself. Like, for example, if someone is in India, let's say we are Indians here, right? If I say, like, my kid is very much interested in cricket, I'll select, okay, I've selected a great career. But what if I say my son is or my daughter is very much interested in football? Do we have that much scope in India for football? Maybe no, right? I'm just trying to show you something here. See, this particular career path, you will definitely get opportunities anywhere across the globe. It's not only in India or only in America, Dubai or Australia, Europe, maybe somewhere in Sri Lanka, maybe somewhere in, let's say, China. No, these people are needed literally everywhere across the globe. Yeah, Sachin, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. It is audible, sir.
Yeah, you are audible now. Please go ahead.
But so timing is 9 to 10. It is I'm looking for, sir. 9 to 10, sir.
9 to 10, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Sir, because my working office timing is 11 to 8:30, so that it is.
Okay, see, right now we are starting at 8 p.m., my friend. So hopefully next couple of days it will be 8 p.m. Then let's see how it goes. I'm not saying like we'll definitely change, but 8 p.m., 9 p.m. we are open for all these things. No issues. But right now it is 8 p.m. for next couple of days, and then we'll confirm you whether it will be at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Like I said, you will be starting CCNA also, we'll be starting AWS also in evening. So next, let's say couple of months, or let's say 75 days, you'll be completing all these things. Today it is at
Uh,
8 p.m. Tomorrow also it will be at 8 p.m. And then we will decide about the things.
sir, Linux, but sir, I will joining only CCNA and AWS. It is possible for me.
Will you, like I said to my friend, we are just having a friendly discussion here, right? So let's talk like a
No, no.
friends. So
Sir,
what
just
I'm saying here is, yeah, what I'm saying here is, if you want to come for only CCN and AWS, will you pay 10,000 to the management? Maybe no, right? So just go with the package 7,999. It will be like, in case if you're open, in case if you're free, you can come for Linux, then you can come for like CCN and AWS. So package is something that is very much useful to you, my friend. 7,999, you will be getting all the three things with recorded sessions and materials and whatever you need. Most of the things you'll be getting there. So just try to concentrate on package, but there will be a case where maybe one or two people they need only Linux because they are in some other department, they are in some other domain, so maybe they can come only for Linux. But in case if you're going for cloud and DevOps and all those things, please do not go with only one thing, just go with the package. And if you're coming only for CCNA and Linux, again go with package. If you're interested only in CCNA and AWS, again go for package. Your fees will be very much less, it will be only 7,999.
Hello.
no, 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 sir. I want to sir. You and I am going to only AWS CCNA. What about sir fees, sir? Both are two courses.
For AWS and CCNA,
Sir.
it will be 10,000, my friend. That is what I'm saying. So just pay 7,999. You can come only for AWS and CCNA. It will be less for
Okay.
you. I'm just talking in favor of you, my friends. It will be less for you. It will be only 7,999.
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, currently I'm working as a network engineer. So I am want to choose my career in cloud network engineer. This okay.
Okay. Okay.
After finishing this course, can I apply in the position of a cloud network engineer?
Excellent question, Soumya, because you are already working as a network engineer, right? Let me make one thing very clear here. This cloud, what we are learning is every person should learn this cloud. After learning this AWS, like, you'll be learning EC2 service, VPC service, okay, S3 service, okay, IAM service, security, you'll be learning all these things. After completing this particular course, then we have specializations like cloud networking, or let's say cloud security. Then you can go with this cloud networking. But directly, can you go with cloud networking? Answer is no. First, you should learn this particular AWS, what we are learning here. Then you can go with the cloud networking.
Okay,
Got,
okay.
got it? This is your first step. Then second step will be cloud net. Actually, I'm into like, cloud security. I'm seeing myself as a in cloud. Cloud security is one of the stream in cyber security. So I see myself as a cloud security admin for rest of my life, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. But networking is again a very, very interesting and very, demanding domain in cloud. VPC, what you're learning is about networking only. And after completing this, if you want to go and do some specialization, you can just go with this specialization.
Sir, I have a
Hello.
doubt.
All
Hello.
right.
Sir, actually, I'm from non-IT
Yeah,
background.
Lakshmaya, please
So,
go ahead.
yeah, I want to learn
Okay.
only Linux. So, it is easy for me to got a job.
Yeah, you can come only for Linux. No issues. You can come only for Linux. This is your Linux actually, right? So you can just first sessions, you
So,
can simply
it
continue
is easy
sessions
for
every day.
non-IT background people also. Linux. I mean, I don't have any
What is the
IT
fees?
knowledge. I don't have any IT knowledge, sir. It is easy for me.
It will be definitely easy for you because I'll be starting everything from very scratch. I'll be starting from basic. If you know how to use a computer and if you know how to use the internet, you are 100% eligible to learn everything, my friend. That's it. You just need to
Okay,
know
sir.
how to
Thank
use a computer and internet. And this we know very well, right? So everyone is eligible here.
you. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
sir.
Yogesh. Yeah,
So,
Yogesh.
I also working as application support engineer. So, I have a total experience of 4.6, but I want to upskill my the AWS as well as the DevOps. So,
Mm-hmm.
I have completed CCNA, but again, so it is a package good. So, I will start. But
Even if it's 35 days, it's a very long day. Then. So can it any reduce?
But yeah, you can do one thing here, my friend.
Uh,
You're already working there, right?
yeah.
And you know anyone who is in DevOps or cloud? You
Uh,
have any friends or any one
yes,
of
yes,
you?
yes, yes, yeah,
Okay, so
yes.
do one thing. Just ask them. IP addressing, OSI reference model, protocol, security, router, and all those things will take how many days? If they say anything less than 30 days, I'll take classes less than 30 days. What I'm saying here is if you are interested in DevOps, please listen carefully
Yeah.
again. If
Okay.
you are interested in
Mm,
DevOps, next 35 days, this particular 35 days of CCNA will help
mm,
you for rest of your life,
okay.
for rest of your career. So it's not big. 35 days are not big, my friend. You're making a career for next 10, 15, 20 years, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So don't go with like 35 days will be more. I'll just go with 10
Mm,
days. That is what I'm saying. No. See,
okay.
suppose I'm a chef. I know how to cook, for example. I came to you,
Yeah.
I said like I can cook biryani for you. You will
Uh,
say like, okay, go and cook. But suppose if I say I can only cut tomatoes and potatoes and onions
uh,
and all those things, will you hire me? No.
no.
I should know how to cook everything, right? I should know how to cook complete biryani.
Yeah.
So please don't feel like okay, you'll be spending 10, 15 days extra. No, my friend. 10, 15 days will
Okay.
go just like this. Within a fraction of, second, maybe 10, 15 days can go. Just try to
Okay.
learn this. It will be very much useful for you for rest of your life.
Okay. Sir, the lot of the company said the AWS certification. So can
Mhm.
you help the making the certifications?
Yeah, yeah. I'll guide you like how to go for certification. I'll make sure like you'll pass your certification for sure. That is
Yeah.
that is for sure. So don't worry about the certification. See, again,
Yeah. Mm.
first thing, the topmost priority for you should be the learning, the
Yes,
concept.
yes. The
Yeah,
learning
then
because
yeah.
what happened that time also the previous organizations they also providing the AWS's cloud architecture also have having the opening that time also they also
Uh-huh.
hire the freshers but I have no certification so they have not hired me so I go to the
Okay,
support
okay.
engineers.
Okay. Did you face the
Solution
interview
support.
then? Did you
Hmm.
face an interview then?
They do face interview where when is anyone in the computer the AWS certification they also hired only.
Okay, okay.
Not any other. So I focus on the certifications as well as learning is most important, but I also focus on the certifications.
Okay, okay. Right. I'll guide you. Don't worry about certification. Today is the first demo, right? So I'm
Yeah.
just not going so deep. So I'll definitely guide you for the certification and all these
Okay.
things.
Any future of the DevOps classes started?
After this, hopefully I'll start, but right now I just need to start, I've just taken a break for 6 to 8 months actually. For some reason, I have
Oh,
not taken any session. This is the first session after 6 months. So
okay.
I just need to take, few more weeks or probably few more months to, get into it, and hopefully let's see how it goes.
Okay. No issues, sir. And
Okay.
what is the language? Because English as well as the Hindi is possible.
Yeah, I can
Just
understand
understand
Hindi,
from.
Telugu, and English. We'll go in English, and in case if you're
Yeah.
not comfortable sometime in asking question, then you can
Okay.
just send me a question in Telugu or Hindi. I'll see the
Okay.
question. I'll just convert the question in English.
Okay.
Okay, I'm more than comfortable in Hindi, Telugu, and English.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start tomorrow. No issue.
Yeah, we'll see. We have like 1 or 2 more minutes. I'm just waiting like anything else. Yeah, Ghulam
Hmm.
Qasim, any question?
Yes, yes. How you doing, sir? So I'm just I joined late, so I missed
Okay.
probably most of the session. So just quick question, like for CCNA, do we will work on virtual lab or something, or it's gonna be
See, for
so?
season, it will be obviously the virtual lab. We have something called
Okay,
Cisco Packet Tracer. I'll show you how to install and configure everything on Cisco Packet Tracer. This is your lab.
okay,
Okay. And for Linux
okay,
also, you have VMware Workstation. So I'll share all the details in coming sessions, like how you can practice CCNA, how you can practice Linux, and how you can practice AWS. I'll share each and every detail. But yeah, this is
sure,
how it
thank you,
is.
sir.
Yeah.
Um,
And in,
so yeah, go ahead.
yeah, please go ahead, Gulam.
So So can we get the daily recording lectures? That would be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was coming to that point only. So you missed most of the session today, right? So today's session
Right,
will be
right.
uploaded on YouTube. Yeah, today's
Okay.
session will be uploaded on YouTube. DurgaSoft people have their YouTube channel. So it is DurgaSoft online classes, something like this. Just go and search DurgaSoft. You will definitely get the YouTube channel there. This session will be uploaded within 1 hour. Basic sessions today, tomorrow sessions will be uploaded on YouTube. But after that, each and every session will be shared directly with the people who have registered for this particular course. So after like 2, 3 classes, all the classes will be shared through Google Drive and they will be directly shared with only the registered people. But today's session and tomorrow's session, you will definitely see on YouTube and you can just go through. And tomorrow when you come, you will definitely get few questions there. So it will be easy for you to, you know,
Hello.
go with the flow from tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, sir.
Do we have
Yeah,
lifetime
Amar.
of the recorded session? How much practice is needed? Because every time when we face interview,
I'm
obviously
sorry.
they'll
Do
ask
we have? Can you
the
just?
real time questions. So that is where I'm lagging. So how to
Your voice is not
crack
clear,
that?
Amar.
That is the main issue I'm facing.
Your voice is not clear, my friend. Can you just ping me in chat box your question?
No, every time
Sir,
when we face interview, like they are going with the real time scenarios.
Yeah. We have to go with like how things will work in companies, how things will work in real time. These are
Yeah, because
administration things,
that's
right?
where they
So
can get that, whether he's an experienced guy or not. Because you said
see,
you 3 years of knowledge you can give, you said, right?
that is
Oh,
what I'm saying, my friend. If I say like you will get 2 to 3 years of experience, that I have to go through that
how you are
particular.
going to prepare us in
Yeah.
point of
y- y-
practical
Yeah, I got
organization?
your I got yeah, I got your question, Omar. What I'm saying here is if I say like you can put 2 to 3 years of experience and you have to definitely go with this scenario base and you should know like okay how things are working and all these things. So I'll definitely go with like what exactly will be working there, what exactly will be doing there. All right. Yeah, Prashant, please go ahead.
Okay. I have 2 points actually. First one is may I know about the coded sessions access? Now, do we have lifetime access? And the second question is regarding the time. Is the first one is Linux will be covered 8 to 9 p.m. and CCNA will be from 9 to 10. Is it on the daily basis?
Yeah, see, coming to the first question, for how long you have the recorded access? I'll just answer this question tomorrow because last time they said 1 year. I'm not sure how much time they are giving the access. Let me add one more point here. If you can go through these recordings, see, once you finish your session today, let's say today's session is completed. If you go with this today's session recording, at least for one time, that will be more than enough. That is the thing. But for how long the recordings will be available for you, that I need to confirm from the management. Hopefully, I'll answer this question tomorrow. All right. And one more thing. Lifetime is too long, my friend, because after 1 year, maybe there are many things that will change in the technology. So you simply cannot revise a video which was in January 2026, right? That is the one thing. But it will be like more than enough for you. That is one thing. And coming to the timing, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, these are the two slots I'm available as of now. So if Linux is at 8 to 9, CCNA will be from 9 to 10 after like 10 days.
So simultaneously, we will have 2 sessions each day.
Exactly. Once I complete the session at 9 p.m., I will close the session, then I'll start a CCNA session. Maybe some other people will be joining there. So simultaneously, you can come for 2 sessions with 2 different links.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It was a great session actually for me. The reason is there were like many questions. I always feel great when I get questions in the,
Uh,
class, my friend.
Hello. I have a
Yeah.
last
So,
question.
yeah,
After
Swami.
finishing this course, okay, can I go directly in cloud security field?
Yeah. You can directly go into cloud security or cloud networking and all those things. Listen, my friend, cloud security you cannot learn without Linux, without CCNA, and without AWS. You simply cannot learn. The other person, one of our friend, he was talking about cloud networking, right? So for him also, Linux server networking and AWS is mandatory. And in case if someone is planning to go with cloud security, for them also this is mandatory. And if someone is going for DevOps and cyber security and much more deeper into cloud, this package is mandatory. Linux, networking, and AWS, what we are learning is mandatory for sure. That's it.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for the day, friends. I hope to see you again tomorrow at same time. The link is same. You can simply join the session by using same link between 8 to 9 p.m. All right, and before I
Sir,
go, I just want to wish.
hello.
Yeah, Sachin.
Sir, timing is okay, sir. Then 9 to 10 it is, I will go, sir. Yeah.
See, if Linux I'll start at 9 to 10, then CCN I'll to go CCN I have to take from 8 to 9. That's not a big deal. You're coming only for Linux, Sachin, or you're coming for
No,
package?
sir, I'm okay for Linux and AWS. Sorry, AWS and CCNA.
AWS and CCNA.
CCNA, huh.
But you're asking timings of Linux, right?
Timing, sir, okay, 9 to whole package I will give, I will take, but timing is the 9 to 10, then I will do. Okay.
See, Sachin, I'll give a very good option for you. Linux, let's start at 8 to 9. Okay,
Okay.
join for this particular package because I think you already know Linux server, right?
Yes, sir.
So just join this package. I'll start Linux at 8 to 9. If you have time, come, or else you can just go through the recordings. CCN I will start at 9.
Okay, sure.
This is much better for you, my friend.
Okay, sir.
Got it? CCNA 9 is much better for you because you're majorly interested in CCNA and AWS because you already completed Linux. So just go with
Yes,
this
sir.
particular package. You can come for CCNA after like few days, maybe let's say 10 days or so at 9 p.m. That will be much better for you, right?
Okay, sir. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, if I change time, it will not be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for sure. It will be like, half an hour here and there, but still, I'll make sure you will come at your convenient time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sure.
No,
Okay.
it's very good. 8 a.m. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. No
Yeah.
issues.
So later on, you can come for CSNA from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Then 8 p.m. slot will be free after 35 days. Then 8 p.m. you can start, 9 p.m. you can start AWS. That will be like much better. No issues. Or I can start at 10
Okay.
p.m. also. No issues.
Okay.
Okay. So last 30 seconds here, friends. Quick questions. Anyone? I can just, address your questions. Or else we can stop the session. Again, very good luck for your career, friend. Please try to take a good call. This package is very well designed for anyone who is interested, who is a fresher or having any experience. They can simply learn everything in a perfect way, okay, systematic way, and hopefully things will be
Sir,
very
can you share
much
with me the
useful.
AWS CCNA course, sir? It is a course material.
CCNA course material. Can I show you?
AWS,
Maybe
sir.
okay. Okay. They will share a link with you. See in the chat box. I think there is a link, or I think you already provided your mail ID and mobile phone number there, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
once we finish the session, you will get all the details here. If not, then tomorrow when you come for the same demo session, so second demo session with the same link, I'll share all the details with you.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, Prashant, thank you, friend. I hope, yeah, Lakshmi, thank you. Hopefully you understood everything. So yeah, thanks a lot, friends. Take care and hope to see you again tomorrow at same time, 8 p.m. with demo number 2. And we'll just try to go a bit more detail into this server administration part. All right. Take care, guys. See you. Bye.